Morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, you hunting moose or something?
No, boots, actually. You wouldn't have seen someone wandering around.
Yo, check it. I can give you $200 Nikes for $50.
Well, now that offer sounds almost too good to be true, but I'm really only interested in boots, so thank you kindly. Baker, for God's sakes, you're tracking the wrong thing. You're tracking my feet, not my boots. You know my feet were there. My boots were... Oh, forget it.
Yo.
Good morning.
Yeah, look, just get in the car.
Well, actually, I don't need a ride.
Look, Lou would like to talk to you, man.
Do I know Lou?
First you meet him, then you'll get to know him. Get in.
Very well. Hey.
No dogs in here, man.
He's a wolf.
Man can't walk down the street in this part of town without getting harassed.
You were running.
I didn't see no foot traffic speed limit.
You were carrying a gun and running from a shooting victim.
He say that?
You know as well as I do he didn't say that.
Look, I was carrying a gun so I wouldn't wind up a shooting victim.
Right.
All right, baby, here we go. With that pig, baby. Here we go. Oh, it's their driver's lane. Oh my God, a reverse layup. Did anybody stop this teenage dynamo, Marv? I honestly don't think so, Dick.
Play the game, Reggie, not the crowd, man. Let's go, come on.
Where y'all find him? You see that?
Fine play.
A hot dog. A punk. They're gonna be double teaming him in 8 seconds.
Are you their coach?
Hey, these kids, they are hope. I'll watch out for them. I provide the ball, a few burgers, a place to stay if they need it.
Come on, man.
You can look at me as a corporate sponsor. Check out the sweats I got on.
It's very magnanimous of you.
Magnanimous? Hey, I'm a magnanimous kind of guy.
Inside, Reggie. Look for the ball. Over here.
He's so dependent on his setup, man. He's not here, he just freaks.
Where is his setup, man?
You busted him. So who are you? What do you want?
Benton Fraser. I'm a Mountie.
Why they call you that?
Well, it's short for Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
So you're mounted?
No, we mount horses, on occasion. Perhaps you're familiar with the musical...
Then in all factuality, aren't the horses the Mounties then?
No. You see, we are mounted on top of horses. It's historical.
So my peoples tell me you've been snooping around where the shooting went down. You looking for something?
As a matter of fact, yes, I'm looking for my boots.
We'll let you know if we find anything.
Come here, man. Come on.
And it's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Get it in the Reggie. Reggie! Purdue, see that garbage? You gonna be sweeping up your pop's barbershop for a long time in your short, stupid life.
It's good news, Ray. He didn't do it.
No. Not this time.
Not what this time?
Look, somebody shot someone, right?
Yes.
And I have a responsibility to catch that someone that shot the other someone, right?
Yes.
And if I catch that someone, it's good news, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if that person turns out to be the wrong person, does that mean that there was no shooting?
No.
Does that mean that no one was almost killed?
No.
Does that mean that there's one less bad guy in the world?
No.
Right. It just means that the real bad guy is still out there instead of locked up somewhere safe. So by you coming in here and telling me that our guy is innocent, this is just not good news.
I'm sorry. I see what you're driving at, and I stand corrected. It is bad news. He didn't do it.
Look, Fraser, Kids from that neighborhood, generally speaking, end up doing one of two things: basketball or crime.
Tyree plays basketball.
Well, they all start out playing basketball, but if one of them is lucky enough, he'll make it to Division I college ball. But if he's not talented enough, if he's not tall enough, if he's not dedicated enough, he's going to wind up like that kid and make life miserable for everyone else.
Ray, please, look at this.
What's that supposed to be? Evidence?
The shooter wore this.
Well, let's hope that's not all he wore. Gray. Different shade? Different material?
Actually, no.
Then bag it and add it to my case file.
Ray, left-handed.
What's left-handed? The thread?
No, the shooter. Aren't you even interested in knowing how I know the shooter's left-handed?
Indulge me. What hand?
I know what you think. He hasn't made one right-handed shot.
Is this your way of admitting you're wrong?
No, it's my way of suggesting the young man is extremely dedicated. He's practicing his weaknesses, not his strengths. He's making left-handed shots because he is right-handed.
All right, I'll buy that. Explain this. Ballistics report. Gun matches the bullet that went through the victim. Your boy's fingerprints are all over the trigger.
Well, we know he held the gun, Ray, because we found it on him.
One page. Paraffin test. Gunpowder blowback all over his hands. He fired that gun, Frazier. All the tests match him to the shooter. So for the next hour, I'm going to treat myself to thinking that he's the guy.
Ray, what if...
Look, 60 minutes, all right? Just don't talk to me for 1 hour.
I'm not asking you to tell me the truth. If you had wished the truth to be known, then I think you would have been more forthcoming with the authorities. So obviously you have reason to fear the truth. But I think you're in some kind of trouble. Well, manifestly you're in trouble. You've been charged with a capital crime, but that's not the kind of trouble that I'm actually referring to. You know, it might help perhaps if you simply told us why it is you're not telling us the truth. And of course, if you were to tell me why you're not telling us the truth, that would probably indicate what the truth might actually be, and you realize I'm not actually asking you to tell me the truth.
Do you talk English?
Canadian, actually.
Yo, Tyree!
Perhaps we could speak later.
Don't count on it.
All right.
Hey, Reggie. Thanks for the ride.
Hey, the least I could do for a fine young man with a noble heart, helping to assist his friend achieve personal greatness.
That was him.
Yes.
He's out.
Yes.
He made bail.
Yes.
Well, where did the punk get the money?
I lent it to him.
What's wrong with your pal, Vecchio? You can't think straight without his boots on?
Well, I don't believe the loss of my boots has affected my ability to think, Detective Hewitt. However, now that you bring it up, if you should happen to see my boots at any course...
I hope I don't, Constable, because you don't even want to think about where I'd like to put them.
Pipe down, Jack. In case you haven't noticed, your popularity